Hello, beautiful creatives. I just wanted to film a quick intro to the video that you're about to see because I feel like I was having a hard time making the video. I've tried to make this video so many times for you guys to sort of explain why I went away and to say goodbye in a more formal way. And it was that we were living in the cottage at that point because we had a remediation company in the house and they were remediating, so we couldn't be here, and there was a lot of stress. And when I was filming, I felt really awkward. I didn't feel comfortable. I haven't filmed in so long. It didn't feel natural to me. So I just wanted to sort of preface the video that you're about to see by saying that's why we were in the cottage, because the house was being remediated. It's done now. It's been remediated. We had to end up emptying out everything that we had in the basement. It was packed. It was completely packed. And we had to empty all of that out. And the remediation company recommends that we just get a dumpster and throw it all out. Everything that was in the attic and in the basement, unless we want to go through every item one by one and go through a 3-step remediation process on it. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to get a dumpster and dump all of that. The really good news is that the house is 100% mold free now. And when they tested the studio again, so we had 3 different companies test the studio. The first company that came in, we have since found out, was a dishonest company, and they tend to everyone else we talked to said they tend to blow things up in a much bigger way and charge, much more money. So everything that they had said about my studio was not true. There was never any mold in my studio. It was only in the attic and in the basement. But we are so grateful. I'm just so grateful that everything in my studio is safe. It always has been. There's never been a problem here. I don't have to get rid of anything in my studio. So as much as it's gonna hurt to get rid of the things that were in the attic and the basement, I mean, my wedding dress is there. There's a lot of life, early life memories and things there. That's so much easier to get rid of than my art and my art journals. So that's really good news. When I did the filming, I kind of did things backwards, and I filmed a little tour of the cottage while I was talking, and then I started over again, but I still like to show you the little tour, so I may just do a voiceover on that. I've canceled most of my subscriptions, so I don't think I have free Epidemic Sound music anymore, so maybe I'll just do a voiceover. I don't feel like looking into how to play more music. But so here's the video. It's, months in the making because I just couldn't get to it. I literally just could not make a video for months. It's been challenging times. We're moving through it. Things are really looking up. We're kind of still exhausted because we literally just got back into the house and got all of our stuff moved back in, and the stuff that we have to get rid of moved out, and it's a lot, but it's over. It feels to me like when you think about a river that has that's frozen over, the ice jam, how the ice jam, when it starts to break up, it just builds sheets of ice, hunks of like iceberg thick ice, on top of each other until it's so jammed up with all of this debris and ice. And then in the spring, when it gets warm, it just starts to let go. And then one night, you can just hear this explosion of sound as the ice jam lets go and the river starts to flow again. I do feel like that's where Dawn and I are at now. I feel like things have opened up. We can start to live our life again. We have a few more little hurdles that we have to get through, but then life should finally calm down to the point that we can start doing things together again, maybe even a vacation. So I'm looking forward to that. But okay, so here's the video. I hope this little bit of an intro helps put things into context better and make a little more sense. Hello, beautiful creatives. I know that I have been MIA for a long time, and I have tried so many times to make a video for you guys to let you know, just to kind of say goodbye for a while and to let you know that I was leaving. But every single time I tried to start a video, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get one made. I didn't want to get into everything that's going on. It's been a difficult period. I had a bit of a health crisis, ended up in the hospital for a short stay. There were reasons that I left YouTube that I'm not sure how much I want to get into. Yeah, this is why I got stalled for so long on making this video. Some things were said to me in the comments. It was like a whole big long thing that happened. I was wanting to really focus wholeheartedly on my spiritual growth, my spiritual life, and my healing. That was one of the things that had been really growing in my heart over the last year. The other thing is, right shortly before I finally stopped making videos, someone started trolling me. It wasn't a regular troll. It was someone. There were two people who had been subscribers of mine and watching my videos for a long time. One of them started burying her comments below other people's comments, like replies, so that other people weren't seeing them. I think she was afraid people were going to defend me, and she was trying to hide her comments, but she was writing things like, my husband hated me. My husband didn't want to live with me anymore. And we were going through incredible stress at the time, unbelievable stress. And she just kept going. She just kept saying, she was calling me this woman. And she said that she had been watching my videos since the beginning. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to go too far into anything. She was saying horrible, hateful things and calling as if she was talking to my viewers, not talking to me, because she kept saying this woman is a horrible woman. Her husband hates her. Anyways, and then the last video I made, somebody that had been subscribed for a while told me what a waste of time my video was because I didn't go over pigment numbers in the video. I think I was reviewing a set of watercolors, or maybe it was when I set up my Daniel Smith palette. I don't even remember what my last video was, but it was the last video that I did that had something to do with watercolors, and I was showing what I was making in the palette. And she basically told me what a waste of time it was for her, that she was someone that suffered with chronic illness, and she had just lost like an hour of her life watching my video. And when I responded to her, I said, my video is geared towards people with chronic illness, just trying to stimulate people to create, to inspire people to create. It's not really about technical things. I said, but I can give you some names of channels that are really good pigment people. And I gave The Frugal Crafter, I gave Lindsay's, I gave a few different people who are really known for, Dr. Otto, I think I gave hers, for really known for deep dives into pigment info. And she wrote back, I will gladly unsubscribe. And it was like, you know what? I'm done. My life is falling apart. Well, not falling apart. I just had so much stress going on. Health stuff, life stuff. This is why this video has been taking me so long to make, because I just don't want to get into it all. But I just want to let you guys know I'm sorry I left so abruptly. It's not about letting trolls. Every time I make a video like this, I get hammered for taking things too personally. And they're like, well, just, you're taking it you're too sensitive or whatever. That's part of why I didn't want to make this video, because I don't want to get hit by more trolling comments. And the thing is, and I'm going to say this for all the YouTube creators out there, if you're not a YouTube creator, you have no idea how hard we work. And when you get angry at us for getting free supplies, you have no idea how many hours we put into getting those free supplies. Okay, and Don's pulling back up, so I need to talk to him. He just went up to talk to the remediators at the house. I will be back in a minute. Okay, Don just left again. By the way, hello from Alana. Mwah. Okay, so just to sort of wrap this up a little bit, when I was making videos, I was in so much pain on some of the days that I was videoing and was so sick that I would have to film in like 10-minute increments. And I discovered tricks like when I would end a segment to make sure that I removed my hands from the camera view, so that when I came back on and I could bring my hands back in, so you would never see the edit. You would never see how often I was stopping. But I would literally have to stop that often and go lay down in the bedroom or take a break because I was in so much pain or because I was so sick. And I'm not saying this for sympathy. This is why this video has taken me so long to make. I'm saying because these people who are out there in YouTube world making videos for you, some of them are working so hard, and you don't know what's really going on in their life behind the scenes. And be kind. The last few videos that I made, as many people were commenting on them, they were ranking 10 out of 10. So they were ranking the worst video out of any video that I made. It was like the last 3 or 4 videos. When I started inquiring about that, I was finding out that people who had been watching my videos for many, many years. I mean, I made my first video 14 years ago. And by the way, I have been going back and deleting my old videos. I'm deleting any video where I make reference to personal things in my life. I just don't feel safe anymore having a lot out there. So some of my videos are disappearing. I haven't had time to watch them all. Some are still out there, but I'm deleting some of my videos. I'll still leave some up. But you have no idea what's going on in people's personal life. Be kind. And when I was inquiring to some of my longtime viewers, they were like, oh, well, we can't click like or subscribe because we watch on our TV. So then I made a video explaining to people, if you're watching on your TV, I totally get it. I watch on my TV, but I keep my phone nearby so that I can just go into YouTube and go to my video history, see what I'm watching, click on it, and I can click like there. And they were like, oh, yeah, but I just probably really won't do that. So my ranking just kept going down and going down, even though more and more people were consuming the videos, were watching the videos. So they were consuming my content. I was in terrible pain while I was making it. I was getting hit by trolls. And I just I woke up one day and I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it anymore. I'm exhausted. There are so many people out there who have written me that are devastated that I stopped, and my heart really breaks for you. And I don't want to start crying. Another reason why I have started to make this video and not made it is because I end up crying. I am so sorry to those of you who have been so appreciative and have told me that you've started art practices, you've started art journaling, you never would have gone back to art without my videos. That means the world to me. I am so blessed that you've gone back to art. Please don't let my leaving YouTube make you give that up. There are so many other great creators out there making videos and encouraging people with chronic illness. You know, I may even link some below this video if I ever actually edit this video and get it up onto YouTube. I don't know if I will, but just hearing what I have just told you and thinking about all of those things stacked on top of each other, how can I keep going? How can I have my own life, heal, develop, grow my spiritual practice, my spiritual life, my connection to God, and just keep going with all these things happening. So I don't know. I think at this point in time, I think what I will do is do sketchbook tours. Whenever I finish a sketchbook, I actually have 2 sketchbooks that I have finished. So now that I have broken through and made this video, this apology, it's an apology video. I'm apologizing for disappearing so quickly. I know that you'll understand. I know that those of you that have empathy and compassion and understanding will completely understand why I had to just run and drop out of sight like that. But yeah, I am sorry. I'm sorry that it happened so abruptly. I did make announcements on Instagram and Facebook. I made some short videos there explaining why I had disappeared and what had happened. But I realized after I started getting so many messages that a lot of you are not on Facebook and Instagram, and I don't blame you at all. I have actually cut way back on both of those. So that's what happened. That's what happened. I just felt too beat up and too much going on in my life. And it ended up being too much work. One of the last things was somebody just screaming at me in the comments because of how entitled I was getting all these free items. And, ugh, I just don't even have a response anymore for those kind of comments. It's like I don't even feel like defending myself, because a lot of you know how hard I've worked on these videos. I don't know if I have much more to say, except that I am thinking of you guys very often. I think of you. I actually did stop painting. I did stop creating for a while. It was very rare for me to actually paint anything anymore. And I just did my first drawing last night with a Inktense pencil and a water brush. I did a little bit of filming before I sat down to do this talk, where I gave a tour of the cottage. It's, it's under construction. There's no running water here. We're using a camping toilet, a little camping toilet. It's a little rustic, but we're here for a very short time while the house gets remediated. So, but I filmed a tour. So the way I'm talking in that little tour might seem backwards, because I'm going to put this segment first. And I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice of how to make a video. I feel very awkward, actually. Right now, I feel so out of practice. I actually don't know how I did this every week, to be honest with you. It's exhausting. So, and I also have a device on my arm now. You probably can't see it, but I have one of these devices on my arm, and it just gave me an alert that I'm having an insulin spike right now. So I think I'm going to wind this up, but I'm thinking of you guys. I will come back. I'd like to try to promise. I'm weary to promise anything right now, but I do have these sketchbooks that are finished. So I'm hoping that I come back very soon with a sketchbook tour for you guys, and that I'll stay in touch occasionally by doing that, by doing sketchbook tours, or, I'm open to seeing what happens in the future. I don't believe I will come back for weekly videos, and I'm so sorry. I know from your messages that some of you are very sad about that, but I just don't see it in my life at this point. It's so much work, and I need to move into other directions of my life at this point. But go be really kind to all the other YouTube video people that you meet, the other content creators that you watch, because they work really, really hard. I hope that you guys are doing well. I really hope that you're continuing your creative practice. I hope that you're not feeling too discouraged that I left. I know it will mean more to some people than others. To some people, it will just be no big deal. It's just one less YouTube channel they watch, and that's really cool. I get that. The ones of you that have written to me that you're really devastated, I will leave some of the old videos up. Some of you have told me you're going back and you're rewatching through the videos, and that's great. I may even at some point make some of my Patreon videos available on YouTube to sort of add to the collection, although I may not do that because there's more personal information in the Patreon. I'm not uploading to Patreon at this point. Yeah, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. I don't know. I feel like I didn't put things in the best way, but this video just was not getting made, and I just felt strong enough today to say something, and I haven't felt that in a long time. But I think I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I will always love you guys. I love the support. Don't want to cry. I don't want to end this crying. I really appreciate the support that you gave me and the feedback that you gave me on how encouraged you were by my videos. That blesses me so much. So much. You gave me such a gift by, letting me know that you were creating and that it was healing, that you were finding it healing. So I'm going to go take care of myself and find out why I'm having an insulin spike. And it's probably because I haven't eaten today, and I'm going to go eat something, and I'm going to cuddle my dog, and I'm going to go over to my little tiny art studio space here in the cottage, and I'm going to make some artwork. You guys take really good care of yourselves. God bless you. And it's not goodbye forever. I will see you later. I will make another video at some point. Keep creating. And for those of you that are on Instagram, I occasionally am posting. I have 3 Instagram accounts. One is linda.marcel.art. That's my YouTube connected account. And then I have art is my guru. And I forget I think there's dots in between that too. I think it's art.is.my guru. And that's just more my funky expressive art. I don't post there as often. And then I have another account, art.on.silk. And that is where I put all my silk scarves. I actually have gone back to silk painting. I should actually film a little clip of that at some point and show you my silk scarves. But that Art on Silk Instagram account, and actually, you know what? I'll put all of those links below the video if in case you want to check it out. That has all the silk scarves that I've been painting. I've been painting some really beautiful silk scarves. So it's felt really good to be getting back to that. So I am doing things. I said I hadn't painted in a long time, and I'm thinking about that. That was kind of an untruth because I did go back to silk painting, and I'm painting on silk. It's very different than art journaling, than painting on my journals, but I've been doing some really expressive creative scarves. So I didn't give up art. Yeah, I'm still creating. So here's my little studio space down at the cottage. I have a little, one of those fold-up tables, and I brought not too many, but a few of my art supplies down. I'm wanting to get back into acrylic painting, so I brought some acrylics down. And I had started seedlings up at the house for zinnias, and I didn't want to leave the zinnias there, so I brought them down to the cottage. And the kids are loving it. The dogs are absolutely loving being at the cottage with us. Very rustic. There's a little kitchen area. We brought some of the little appliances like the Instant Pot down from the house. This is the bedroom. Very much still under construction in all areas. There's no plumbing. There is electricity, but there's no plumbing. So we just pour water in the sinks and have little buckets underneath. We're using a camp toilet. I absolutely hate the camp toilet. It's terrible. And then there's the view out the windows into the woods. There's a little clearing out front. We have some deck furniture that we're using to sit in the evening. And the kids again just love running around that space. The dogs, I call them, Don and I call them the kids. But yeah, I mean, it's been a blessing to have this place to stay while the house is being remediated. And that was part of the stress all along, was where are we going to stay? I did forget to show you in this video that there's an upstairs, there's a loft, a small loft. It doesn't go all the way over the whole ceiling, but there is a small loft upstairs that I forgot to show. Okay, guys, I thought I would film one more session for this video to end it out. I told you I was going to try to get a painting done today, and I did get a painting done today, and my sweetie just came home and brought me flowers because the remediation guy came by and told us the remediation is done. Woohoo! We can go home. Toshi, we can go home. I actually took Alana for a walk, and I walked her up to the house. And Alani, where are you? She went crazy. She absolutely went crazy when she saw the house. I think she thought she was never going to see her house again. Yanni, did we go home? Did we go home? Anyways, yep, good news all around. Got flowers, got a painting done. See if I can show you this painting in better light, because that's a western window, and it's afternoon, and the sun is coming in. But that's the painting I got done. Loosey-goosey. Still looks like it's in crappy light. All loosey-goosey landscape, acrylics. Nice thick brush strokes. It's on watercolor paper, which is so weird to paint. I mean, it's on textured. Oh, and actually, I didn't finish the sky yet. I should paint the sky. But there it is. There's the drawing of Paramahansa Yogananda that I did last night. And I'm so psyched that we get to go home. So now I get to pack up We get to go home tomorrow. We don't get to go home tonight because they did some ozoning and air scrubbing and stuff. So that has to clear out of the house. But we get to go home tomorrow. Yay! Right, Bubba?
Yep. Home tomorrow.
Home tomorrow. Tell the people goodbye.
Bye, people.
Bye, people. Thank you for everything. We love you.
We love you. Bye.
Lana loves you. Toshi loves you.
Tongue out, Toey.
Tongue out, Toshi. Okay, guys. God bless. Love you. Take care. Keep creating. And I will talk to you at some point in the future. Mwah. Bye for now.